What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. We're going to talk about riding off-road, finding spots and such, because riding off-road sure can be hard sometimes to find good spots to ride. And I am no expert on where to find good spots to ride, but I do find some, and I gotta say, a lot of them just are places where it's like, it's not really necessarily trespassing or wrong or anything like that. It's just kind of like, you know, it's like you're riding along like sewer route or something like that, and it's like, I don't really know. I don't think, as far as I know, there's no trespassing or anything like that going on. It's fun sometimes to just get out and ride somewhere else. So this is a new development that they're putting in not too far from me, and this provides lots of great places where if you don't have anywhere else to ride, maybe you can ride here. You know, I don't think anyone really cares. As far as I know, I don't see why anybody would care. The thing is, all of this land is owned by like the Department of Transportation or whatever kind of government agency, and as far as I know, there's nothing against, like, you're supposed to be riding on the road, everyone thinks, right? But I don't see why there's anything wrong with being like, oh, I'm just gonna go putz around, you know, very close to but not quite right on the road. So there's like another one of those little things back there you can go ride. See, so all I'm doing is looking for little places to ride, like a sewage line or something. And, you know, Jixerbra does this a lot, where he goes and rides the pipes underneath his city, right, all the sewage lines underneath. But anyway, this is like, you know, kind of interesting. You're just exploring your town, right? And it at least justifies having off-road tires, right? But maybe not necessarily the most exciting thing we could do, but hey, it is something. So anyway, sewage lines are a great place, one great place to you know, find a little off-road place. Power lines can be really good. You gotta be careful about what you're allowed to do where you are, because you might not be allowed to ride power lines in every state or in every place. So it's a good thing to know about your own local area. But yeah, so those are like little sewage areas where it's like, yeah, I don't think anyone's really gonna care if you go there. Riding around with my turn signal. And then there are better sewage areas, like, I think this might be one. You can kind of tell because it's like trucks go up here sometimes. Oh, this is a lot taller than I thought it was gonna be. Last time I was up here, this was super short. Oh, look. Here, you can see the trucks are still going back here. Haha, here we go. So yes, here would be like another example. And, you know, you need people to keep riding these or else they're going to get completely overgrown and then they're useless. So, as far as I see, you know, totally fair game, totally okay to ride these. And I don't know if, it kind of looks like maybe it's water runoff, but there definitely have to be trucks coming back here that are also helping to prevent too much overgrowth. But, you know, this is just a sewage line right here, and maybe they eventually plan to put something in here, like a greenway, or like a walkway, you know? But, for now, fun little trail to go ride, right? I found that, in general, a lot of the people, like, if you move to a new area, or you're looking for a place to ride in an area, if you meet locals who have been there for a long time, and especially if it's like a place in the country, you know, and not in the city, then a lot of the locals will be like, oh yeah, we used to ride four-wheelers around all the time before all this development, and there's still some, you know, remnants of trails here and there and whatever, and they can generally be pretty helpful for you figuring out where to go ride and where to look for trails. So that used to be mowed. There we go. It looks like they might still mow it on occasion, because I mean, this is pretty nice. So yeah, so you can just ride around like this, stuff like this, fun little adventures. I feel like a lot of people buy adventure bikes and they don't do really anything to justify it. You know, the classic joke is they go to Starbucks and stuff. Maybe they can't find trails, but there have to be places like this all over, wherever you live. Because, you know, there's got to be sewage. There's got to be electricity, right? And you can see the trail keeps going up there, but I'm gonna stop for now. So anyway, like the next example I'll show you is, I believe this developer is trying to put in like a walking trail, like a greenway, and then also, but you can see all these little offshoots where it's like, oh, that was a big spider web. There are lots and lots of spider webs. I don't know if you noticed when I started off the video at that gas station, but this bike's already covered in spider webs because I was riding. If you find gates that don't say no trespassing, but they just seem like they're trying to discourage transit, you know, those can also be good. There's like another little one down there. I think I'd rather just go the way I came, but I typically come up this way more like in the fall or in the winter, because that's when I find it really nice to ride off-road. Because then you've got, you know, the weather's pretty nice, not too hot. And look at this nice, beautiful road here. Nobody's riding on it. Nobody's driving on it. So someone's got to make use of it, right? That's me. The next place, the next example, I mean, you can just ride around on stuff like this. There's no, as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason why you can't until there's like an HOA that complains about you or something like that. So we'll go take a look really quick, show you they're building this community, and then we'll look at like the greenways that they're building and stuff, some other areas you can ride around. Okay, so here we go. This is kind of the work zone, the construction area that they're working on building all these homes. So as far as I'm concerned, I was welcome to be here. But you can see they're gonna put like walkways or sidewalks in there, and there's other stuff up here. They probably blocked the entrance maybe with equipment, or maybe not, who knows. Let's see. Oh no, see, they just left it open. See, they're welcoming us to go up there. And maybe we'll go around the back way or something, rather than going right up through here. I'm sure they have cameras around, and they probably don't want us messing around too much. Just a little mess around. But we'll go take a look at this one other area. So yeah, construction zone, definitely not the best to mess around at, but you know, you could if you want to. I just wouldn't do it super obviously in places like that. So we'll go take a look at this road. So this road right up here is the road that leads to the water tower. and the developer just like commandeered the whole thing, and it's like, that's not your road. That was a gravel road that led to a public works thing. Like, there's no reason why I can't ride this thing. So anyway, we can go take a look. So up here is where the water tower is. I don't know, I just think it's very peaceful and very restful to come up and see, there's the water tower. This is the road that leads to the water tower. I just think it's very restful and nice to, you know, come look at this stuff sometimes. We'll see if the road still even goes to the water tower. I don't know, maybe they altered it, because it typically goes up and then, oh, here we go. It goes, looks like it's still gonna go. Looks like it's still gonna go to the water tower. Maybe. Yes. Here I am, just a citizen going to inspect my public utility works. But see, this is just like a county gravel road or something, and the developer is kind of like encompassing it. So as far as I'm concerned, no problem being here. But yeah, just these are all great little excuses to come enjoy a dirt road really quick on your adventure bike. And when you're on a dual sport or an adventure bike, it really is just very nice to like actually use it occasionally. Like, I don't need to necessarily take it, I don't necessarily need my whole commute or my whole ride places to be off-road all the time, but it sure is nice to be like, oh, I know where to find, you know, a place for that, or a place to do this or whatever. And man, that's a lot of runoff. But anyway, right? It's just good, relaxing fun. So anyway, that's like another category. So we had sewage pipes, and then we got, or sewage lines, should we say, and then this would be like, you know, like public utilities, public works that are just roads that have no signage, and you're more than welcome to ride them. There's nothing saying you can't. And then there are, around here at least, they're just still gravel roads where they never paved them. And there usually aren't that many homes off of them. They're just kind of like back roads, but definitely kind of fun. I think that's what I wanted. Just wanted to go for more of a climb. Oh. This bike will climb pretty good. You know, this is the, I guess I never really talked about this bike very much. This is the Yamaha XT225 from 1993. And covered in spider webs again. But yeah, this bike, the XT225, so 223cc single cylinder. See, there's another word that goes. I'm telling you, all these places around like developments, like new developments, lots and lots of places to ride. But yeah, so 993 XT225, 6 gears, 223 cc's. It's nice because it's just light. Like, I can actually pick this bike up and do whatever I want with it. And that is a pretty nice thing when you're trying to ride off-road. Anyway, on to the next one. Let's see. I think this is the one I want. But see, this is just future or current construction, but future kind of like sewage and stuff like that. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with riding this stuff. Look, lots of trails around here. Yeah, the only problem with riding like developments that I can think of is flat tires, so just be careful. There are going to be lots of nails on the ground, because they don't care. They just drop that stuff all over the place. You know, this used to be, like, these kind of trails used to be trails that locals have told me, like, oh, you know, the locals used to basically own it. Like, the locals used to navigate, you know, Friday night they wanted to go out and get some fast food after having a couple beers. Like, they would all hop on four-wheelers and, you know, ride out. And it's just kind of sad to me a little bit that it's like they feel like they've lost access to the trails, where it's like they didn't own the property, granted, but it's like they were just people that loved their town and everything, and this was like a fun thing about their town. And, you know, it's like, well, as the developer cuts off access to some and all this other stuff, although I will say there were a couple like little things that looks like this developer might be cutting for future purposes. But yeah, the developer definitely doesn't maintain these. Like, I come across down trees all the time where you can't really get around them very good without going like way off the trail. But yeah, see, look here, new development. Here we are. And yeah, just enjoy the new stuff. All these nice gravel roads the developer made for us. So anyway, I hope that this helped a little bit with if you're trying to find places to ride off-road that you can, because it's super fun. Now, I will say, ones like this one up here, you go up them, you realize that's not one you should be up, right? So you just turn around, just come right back. But look at all these hill climbs you can do and stuff. So much fun. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hope you enjoyed.